Jordan Welch.
And what do you do for a living?
Well, I own a YouTube channel. I have 2 businesses that I run, and yeah, just living my life, man.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Well, it depends on the success of the business, But so far this year, I've made around like 1.2 million across all ventures, and I just sold my business yesterday for an undisclosed amount. So you could guess what that could be. But yeah.
Last question: what's some advice you want to give to someone that wants to become a YouTuber or start their own business like you?
I mean, you just got to really start. I think a lot of people get too in their head about the plan or how they're going to go about doing it. Like,
Dan Mankevo.
And what do you do for a living?
I do credit tips, mass marketing, a little bit of everything.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Per year, well, right now I make about 1.4 a month, so probably like 10 million a year.
And what's some advice you want to give to someone that wants to become an entrepreneur or become a successful person like you?
I feel like networking is the key. Like, who you hang around with is what you will become, you know what I mean?
I'm a dermatology resident.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Honestly, like maybe 40, 50. I'm accepting donations though, so reach out. Okay.
And do you love what you do?
I love it, man. It's awesome.
And why did you choose to go into dermatology?
It's such like the pathology, like the skin diseases are absolutely amazing. There's so many different things that you can do, like surgery, cosmetics. It's just an amazing field to be in, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
For a living.
I do commercial real estate.
And about how much money do you make per year doing commercial real estate?
About $150,000 a year.
And how many years have you been doing this for?
About 12.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to get started in commercial real estate?
Don't get discouraged. Build your pipeline. You can eat ramen noodles for a while, but you'll be good.
So I'm an ancient DNA researcher.
I do software systems architecture.
And about how much money do you make per year?
100,000.
210,000.
And what type of skills or educations you need to get your jobs today?
I have a bachelor's degree
In?
biology and anthropology.
I have a bachelor's in computer engineering and a master's in computer science.
So I'm an infantry officer in the United States Army.
And about how much money do you make per year?
About 90K.
And how many years experience do you have?
4, coming on 5.
And why did you choose to join the Army, and what do you love about it?
I just love the team environment, love serving, and love doing for the USA.
All right, thank you for your service.
I'm a software engineer.
And about how much money do you make per year as a software engineer?
180 a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
4 years.
And what type of skills or education do you have?
I mean, I dropped out of college, but I taught myself how to code, and just went to a bunch of hackathons, and yeah, that's how I learned.
Who am I here with today?
Bob Bennery is my name.
And what do you do for a living, Bob?
I do podcasts, I got a NASCAR business, I got these pre-rolls I just launched, a bunch of different stuff.
And about how much money do you make per year?
How much money do I make per year? I'm not comfortable sharing that. I'm in the seven-figure plus range.
Okay. And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to become an entrepreneur, own their own business, start their own podcast? What's some advice?
Be very careful who you trust.
Living.
I'm a Division I college football strength and conditioning coach.
And about how much money do you make per year as a strength conditioning coach?
It varies on a level, but me about 100, 120,000 a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
This is my 12th year.
Living.
I'm dentist.
And about how much money do you make per year as a dentist?
In my area of 350 a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
4.
Okay. And how many years of school did you have to go to, and what type of education did you get?
So I go to college for 4 years and then dental school 4 years, so 8.
Okay.
I'm a brand manager, so I take products from inception to launch.
I'm in technology sales. And about how much money do you make per year?
93 plus 10% bonus.
It varies, but last year I did around 300K.
And how many years of experience do you have?
About 6 to 7 collectively.
About 5.
Josh Saranic, and I'm a filmmaker from Tallahassee, Florida.
And about how much money do you make per year?
So being a filmmaker, you gotta get used to being broke. I'm pretty broke, so I make about $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 maybe a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
like 6 or 7 years.
And last question, do you love what you do?
Oh, it's the only thing. It's the only reason I'm still here, man.
I'm an actor.
And how much money do you make per year as an actor?
Maybe $10,000. Yeah.
And how many years experience do you have as an actor?
5.
And what are your long-term goals in acting? What's something you want to pursue? What's some goals?
I'd love to, just have a couple spots on TV, be in a couple movies. Nothing too big. I just want to be able to work as an entertainer. I think.
Who am I here with today?
Myron Gaines.
And what do you do for a living?
Podcasting and real estate investor.
And about how much money do you make per year?
About $1 million.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that's starting out in podcasting or real estate?
Well, for real estate, take your earned income, invest it into real estate. That real estate will pay you back a dividend. Then you go ahead and buy all the stupid shit. And as far as podcasting, just be unique, get a niche, and be an expert in it.
I'm an accountant.
And about how much money do you make per year as an accountant?
130,000.
And how many years experience do you have?
5 or 6. 6.
And do you have a degree? And if so, where did you go to and what did you study and major in?
I got a degree in economics. I went to school in California, so I went to UC Merced.
I'm a doctor.
And about how much money do you make per year as a doctor?
200,000.
And do you love what you do?
I do love it.
And how many years did you go to school to become a doctor, and where did you go and what did you major in?
It's exactly been 10 years since I started. Medical school was 4 years. The residency was 3 years.
Okay.
I'm an economist.
And about how much money do you make per year as an economist?
$225,000 a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
None, but I've got about 12 years of education going into it.
And where's your education at? What did you study and where did you go to?
I just finished up my PhD at University of Wisconsin.
My own staffing company.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Just shy of $500,000.
And how many years of experience do you have with your own staffing company?
My own company, 2 years. I have 15 years in the business.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to get into staffing or start their own staffing company one day?
Just put your head down. You have to just slowly make contacts, and the faster you do that, the more success you'll have.
For a living?
I'm a dentist.
And about how much money do you make per year as a dentist?
Maybe $500,000.
And how many years of experience do you have?
21 years.
And do you own your own practice? What type of dental field are you in? Can you go into more detail?
I do. I have multiple practices and I do general dentistry.
Private equity, real estate private equity.
And about how much money do you make per year in real estate private equity?
Low 7 figures.
And how many years of experience do you have in the business?
About 20 years experience.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to get into real estate private equity?
I would find a mentor. I would find a mentor, hitch your wagon to that mentor and listen to what he or she has to say and just follow them and work hard.
I'm
a photographer.
And about how much money do you make per year as a photographer?
$200,000 a year.
And how many years experience do you have?
About 5 years.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to become a photographer?
You are what you shoot, which means like you need to shoot more of whatever that is. That way you can get more into that field.
I run a high voltage engineering department within an offshore company.
And about how much money do you make per year?
In dollars?
Yeah.
About 150.
And how many years experience do you have in your career?
I've been offshore now, I don't know, I guess for about 14, 15 years, something like that.
And last question, how many hours a week do you work?
Lots.
Like a number?
80 plus.
80 plus?
I'm in the U.S. military. I work on Chinook helicopters and I fly on them as well.
Okay. And about how much money do you make per year?
I make about $75K.
And do you love what you do?
For the most part, it's the U.S. military, so sometimes. But it's a good job. You learn a new skill. I never knew how to fix anything.
I'm a junior project accountant.
And I'm a server.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Depends. Roughly 65, but with overtime 75.
I'd say like 55 to 60.
And do you love what you do?
Yes and no. It has its ups and downs. I love numbers, but I mean, it's annoying after a while.
Absolutely not, but is a means to an end.
A software engineer.
And how much money do you make per year as a software engineer?
220,000.
And how many years experience do you have?
3.
Eli Preem.
And what do you do for a living, Eli?
I sell sneakers.
And about how much money do you make per year selling sneakers?
About 150K.
And how many years experience do you have selling sneakers?
Like 3 to 4 years.
And what's one piece of advice you want to give to someone that wants to get started selling sneakers? Give us some tips.
I don't need any more competition.
My name is Alex Serrano from Luxury Bazaar.
And what do you do for a living, Alex?
I buy, sell, and trade high-end luxury watches and jewelry.
And about how much money do you make per year?
This year with salary and commission, just under $250,000.
And how many years experience do you have in the business?
About 2 to 3 years.
And what's some advice you want to give to someone that wants to get started in your business?
I think with anything, your reputation is everything. Don't chase the money, chase passion. If you're passionate about something, do whatever it takes to get your foot in the door.